What's up guys, Sergei Shaliapin is here, and welcome to my video blog dedicated to the whole 9 yards on Phuket real estate. I'm at Kamala Beach. It feels so relaxing here that it just stirs memories of me camping in snowbound St. Petersburg and just dreaming to soak up some Thai sun while sipping on a fruit cocktail. The dream has come true, yours can too, and today is when I'm gonna tell you why. It's a so-called hotel investment. We've been trying to get into the showroom for 2.5 hours now. I just feel like standing up to them. There's gonna be a door fitted to the wardrobe. This current recording feels so exhilarating, some kind of stupid jigger. I figured that it's pretty cozy in here. Call it number all in all. Well, now we're not only in Kamala but in the north end of it. If you know the shorefront, you can say it varies from part to part a little. The north end is more of luxury and prestige, as it were. There's a sort of Laguna Part 2 developing here. The leisurely and relaxing air of this beach makes for a deliberate downtime just right, which is actually characteristic of luxury properties and well-off people. And the project we're covering today is not cheap enjoyment at all. Should you be looking for something of a budget choice, you can feel free to skip this video because today we're talking about the high-end property. As far as I'm concerned, the stock and trade of this beach has certainly something to do with these beach clubs, which are unfortunately quite few in Phuket, whereas their luxurious way of recreation, a bit Europeanized, not really appreciated by Russian vacationists, but very popular among Europeans, and it has been so for a while. As many as 4 beach clubs have been planned on here. The beach area of Intercontinental, HQ, Monazur, Café Del Mar. What is beach club anyway? Virtually, it's a beach restaurant and a bar put together, providing sunbaths and salads. You typically recount on pools, the close proximity of the sea, and all typical infrastructure including showers, restrooms, changing facilities, and etc. All while you hear some comfort music hovering in the comfort air. What if we just stop in tracks and ask a few vacationists about their feelings on Kamala Beach? Ain't you curious? Maxim, what made you decide on Kamala Beach anyway? Previously, we went on vacation to Patong every time. This time, we're traveling with a baby. We've decided to find a quieter place suitable for children. The beach is just excellent, but there is a road giving you a hard time on your way to the beach from the hotel. Apart from that, I really like it here. What I like about this place is that it is shaded naturally. The entire infrastructure is at disposal. All the shops and whatnot are just a walking distance. The beach is fine. Is there anything to dislike? There's an offensive smell where the beach starts. A good few say better places are out there. Been there, done that. We like here better.
See, and then silence. Yeah, you can find everything. If you want to silence place, you can stay in a silence. But if you want to find some fun for young people, not like for the couple, maybe like us, yeah, they can find lots of party and good things. Yeah.
Would you please tell if you ever taken advantage of these beach clubs, Del Mar or HQ? No, we're either on my own or with my wife here. I definitely would, but we got children around. It's a wrong place for them. No, we don't. I see no reason to, since there is a decent shade here and the hotel provides with the beach gear to lounge on your own. I see no good reason to dig into purse. I walked into Café Del Mar so that you can observe the leisurely setting of this beach club and wake up to what you can do in here. Sunbed, pool, and the restaurant is an option. They keep a good table here. Also, there is a cocktail lounge which turns into a nightclub in the evening. Hence, you can have a blast in Phuket. Now I'm outside of Café Del Mar so that you can perceive the close proximity of today's project, which, by the way, is named Marin, meaning the sea linguistically. And I'm crossing the road. The road is experiencing a revamp to beef it up to 4 lanes. There's gonna be an interchange near Café Del Mar and 2 tunnels over there. One is designated for pads and another for battery vehicles. Now, crossing the road can be a big deal, but resolved in the future. They'll certainly provide a courtesy shuttle bus. If you're lazy enough to take 300 steps or a 3 minutes walk, you can take a shuttle bus then. The company to erect the Marine project is originally a construction company, and this is the first project they're going to deal with as a developer. In fact, they've already built quite a few objects. The most famous in Phuket you might have heard about are the Pandora Sea View, which is, by the way, going to be rented out shortly around summertime, I assume. They've encountered a 3 or 4 months hold up, which is generally not this critical compared to the scale of the project. It's big. By the way, today's project is considerably small, no more than 250 or 260 rooms. It's a low-rise apartment complex of 5 floors due to its proximity to the beach. The project represents a new generation of condominiums in Phuket. It's about a so-called hotel investment. It means that you can purchase a unit on a freehold basis inclusively, in the same way as you buy a flat in a condominium or residential house, but you can't manage it on your own or by a third-party managing company, because the contract to sign includes a quite strict requirements that stipulates that you just cannot, and restricts you to either living there or using the services of a management company set up by the developer, which is a hotel company. What's nice to have is a warranted quality of the service, the warranted homogeneity of the service, and of course, a percent the company guarantees, that is 7% per annum, which is not bad as a property investment. By the way, the developer came up with an idea of why they are setting up this project here and now. As a matter of fact, they are aware the land area on my right is going to be cultivated by the project developer of Fantasea complex. There'll be a huge luxury class complex including a few hotels, retirement village, as well as luxurious hypermarket. Consequently, all that is going to stand high. This is how they are trying to hook into luxury life of so-called Laguna 2. Here's the showroom, by the way. Here I am on the side, hearing birdies chirp and roosters cock-a-doodle-doo, where the developer promises to build a new contemporary complex in just 2 years. Not too sure about you, but I like their optimism on the matter, and when it comes to their promises, they remain to be seen. Where I'm standing, there is a miniature of a new project, the Marin Phuket. It's 90% of studios, aside from only 5 single-bedroom units and 9 double-bedroom units. The units, or to be more precise, hotel rooms, are quite large, since the location make it as mandatory. The studios come in 40 square meters, single bedrooms are 53 squares, double bedrooms are over 70. There are 4 swimming pools, 2 are exterior, 1 is interior, planted between the buildings, and another is located located on the rooftop of this building. Here's a regular hotel reception. It is important to bear in mind that it is a hotel and nothing short of it. You can stay here for an extended time if you wish. However, it was most likely intended as a short-term lease because of the location in particular. When overlooking, the entire project faces the central pool area. That is, all the zones and infrastructure face the pool as if focusing on it. Perhaps it has something to do with the fascia, who knows? This rooftop pool is actually a view pool. You can't really view the sea from there, whereas it provides a designated area so that you can enjoy your cocktail in this bar at the sunset or adopt the horizontal position on a sunbed. Soak up some sun or just make a walk along the roof. Just perfect. This zone displays that all the units on the first floor face the pool, which can be found as advantages with both the Chinese and the families with children. The showroom was pulled together just recently. I haven't seen it yet. Let's rock and roll and check it out. Can you believe it? We've been trying to sneak into this showroom for 2.5 hours now. I've got no clue what's happening there. It comes across as a revolving door kind of thing. Clients, agents, camera crews, and whatnot. Can we just have a look eventually? We can observe a ready-made studio unit of 40 square meters. That's the law limit of the project. Let's scrutinize it. The first thing to hit on at the entrance is an area deemed for your sleepers and suitcase. I don't know why, however, other developers just forget about it. It's important though. Next, the closet. It's of nothing special and roomy enough for your underwear and something, and it has a vibe of a decent quality. They employed rather solid assembly parts. Looks quite smart and feels a contemporary hotel kind with a pleasant overtone. Yeah, I like it. Itty-bitty kitchen, a hotel-like size. You're absolutely not going to cook here, but Nook is max. And eventually, we set foot in this amazing showroom where I've been longing to make a cut. At face value, the room looks spacious. I bet it is. The floors feel very comfy. I perceive the fact it's laminated to imitate wood. It looks as solid as a wood deck. I like it here for fewer elements with fewer angles. You can probably notice a maritime topic. It's important to understand that the focal point of the project is the sea, albeit the abundance of the golden and metallic parts is a lame match to the conception. It makes sense if it's exterior related, unlike otherwise. With all due respect to the hotel-shaped interior, style and all the decorations embedded, I must confess Phuket can provide better options when it comes to the maritime topic. I believe the sofa serves as a cushion rather than a couch. The bed itself is quite big. I like it. Classical and expensive linen. Looks just great. Large-sized windows support daylit quarters. It was minutes past 4 that we got into the showroom, and I'm witnessing a sunset. The daylight is dim and it's still quite enough. And now this bathtub. Guys, I'd better go now. I'd really appreciate your comments on the matter. Yes, I understand there is a sliding curtain and everything. What if it isn't closed? It takes a walk to help it. And what if you're in a hurry? Here we are in the bathroom, and we find a quite decent-sized plastic tub, and it looks pretty cute, as if made of stone. The bathroom is divided into 2 zones. This is a top zone. That one is occupied by the shower, toilet, and a sink. Frankly, you expect 2 sinks when you shoot a look at it. Another one just asks for it on the sides. All in all, the unit is quite spacious and deemed to qualify as a 5-star accommodation. Consequently, a 5-star accommodation implies for better comfort and a bigger floor space. Next, there's a quite decent-sized shower room for 2 or even 3 people and a standard-type toilet. Everything is to an accomplished standard. The tiling is gray and reminds me of one of the projects launched recently. The room feels warm, well-lit and comfortable, and I'm positive everything is set up in a proper hotel-like fashion. Frankly, I don't quite understand the purpose of this bathtub, since whoever I conversed with say they don't really need a bathtub, whereas 5 stars make it mandatory. Check it out. I'm lowering this curtain to the bathroom level at least, and it results in a luminosity good enough for the bathroom all in all, a bit darker, but sufficient enough. Also, I'd like to show you the balcony. Absolutely, we just can't dispense with the balcony. It is actually big. The air conditioning units are simulated over there. You can check on the bar screen. Right behind it, there are gonna plenty air cons. There is one now. They'll probably supply one more for bigger sized units. A small table and 1 or 2 armchairs. That's what the balcony is all about. We're moving on. Here's one awesome recreation spot right at the window. Think of you seeing the pool, garden, and even surrounding jungles. Feels adequate, don't it? By the way, I have a hunch that it's a convertible thing, because those things obviously open up and turn into something uniform. They're knocking on the door. Time for someone from Q. I'm often asked about the hotel license and its purpose in general. Now this is how it works here. An apartment building qualifies for 2 types of license. The condominium license, which allows for the foreigners to purchase up to 49% of the property area. Another one is a hotel license, which actually allows to convert an apartment building into a hotel, or rather line up a correspondent staff and rent it out on a nightly basis through Booking.com, Agada, and such. If otherwise, it's the case of 30 days plus monthly rent only. That's the difference and the point of the hotel license. Let's touch upon that financial part and recap. I had a very long day due to this footage. You know, it feels as if I've lived a day here. I met a great deal of walking and scrutiny in the showroom, and I figured it's pretty cozy and pleasant in here. Apart from the investment value of money and the related things, I just want to share the part on how it feels like in here. First off, if you've never been to Kamala or spent time in the beach club, I strongly recommend it for the sake of overall development in order to have an idea of what it is. And as you've taken 150 or 200 steps from the club to the project and perceive the fact that it's a sheer 5-star hotel with room service, door delivery, maintenance and everything. Apart from that, you get a large on the scale of a hotel room's unit of 40 square meters for a rather moderate amount regarding the real estate market as of today. The construction works are scheduled to acquire completion in 2 years from now. Frankly, I think the terms I just made mention of are quite challenging to meet, and it's putting it mildly. In the best case scenario, they'll complete it in 2.5 years, whereas it's what they stipulated as a completion date in the contract. Consequently, the sequence of your payment is spread within 2 years from the date the contract is signed. The initial installment is 35%, and as a whole the payment schedule is set forth till April 30, 2021. Thus, today you need a accumulation amounting to a total of 35%, and then your further installments are associated with the completion of the construction phases under the schedule, which speaks for the fact that the company runs house development on their own nickel rather than a private funding of yours. Your part is to pay for an accomplished phase in turn. Now let's focus on financial aspect of the matter. Considering the overall picture, a square meter value ranges from 114 to 140,000 bahts. The studio roomage is 40 square meters. A single room is 53 squares, and a double room is 72. It brings about that the lowest price starts at 4.4 million bahts, or 150,000 American dollars roughly. Presently, it's a mid-price segment. I'd say it's neither way too expensive nor way too cheap. With respect to the location, it seems quite decent. Please bear in mind that Phuket is just a stone cast in the rear. If you like nightlife and a related entertainment or prefer locations providing a large range of restaurants and activities, grab a cab or a bike and hit Phuket. It's just a 15 minutes ride. Apart from that, Kamala itself is a developed district offering Fantasea. It's a show you can choose to attend with your children in the evening. The beach is beautifully geared up for tourists, offering all the necessary area infrastructure including restaurants and coffee shops, everything but a kitchen sink. You'll find a low-sloped, children-orientated entrance, and you've heard what vacationists say about it. This project meets all intents and purposes. However, just for the record, the Marin Phuket is kinda egoistic. If you want to give yourself a gift, if you want to reward yourself for the great job done or an efficiently spent year or whatsoever, this is a proper option. My idea is that the unit is just right for the childless couple. When concluding all aforesaid, my position is that the project definitely contains the investment constituent. 7% per annum guaranteed by the developer sounds interesting and complies with the market central tendency. Not too cheap, not too expensive, just right for the property. Observable rate of return, positive liquidity because of the location, which is everything as far as real estate is concerned, and the location is just excellent. These property units find a quick sale apparently. 50 units have already been sold, therefore if you wish to reserve one before your arrival, you can use an email you'll see in this video and install a reservation fee remotely. It's all possible and in common practice. Currently, roughly 25% of the deal I tie up is remote business. With that, I'm gonna conclude my review of the Marin Phuket and invite you to visit it with me. My contact information is up there now. Feel free to call and email. I'll be pleased to show you the project. Don't forget to like and comment on the video. See you soon in Phuket. Cheers.